China is on the verge of an obesity epidemic. Due to their strong desire to mimic the Western culture, they have picked up a lot of bad habits. But they're also starting to pick up some of the good ones as well. Let's talk about it. 大家好，我是 Suran 在中国. Hey everyone, it's Suran in China. How y'all doing today? I'm having a lovely day, and I hope you're having a lovely day too, especially all of you who are helping me to grow my channel, and it's really easy to do. All you've got to do is hit that subscribe button down below, and if you like the content that I'm making, hey, throw a guy a thumbs up. It goes a long way in helping YouTube to share my videos with more people. And if you wanted to buy a guy a cup of coffee, there are some QR codes up there, some links down in the description below, or you could become a channel member and support the channel every month. But all of that is completely up to you. Now, let's get to today's topic, which is I'm hungry. No. Well, yes, I am hungry, but I discovered something today that I found very, very interesting. Now, as I discussed in a previous video, China is literally on the verge of an obesity epidemic. Now, I've been seeing this change gradually over the past 20 years, where when I first came to China, I was the biggest guy in the city, and people would literally stop and stare at me because I was bigger than anything they'd ever seen before in real life. However, now, not only am I not different or strange to people, but I'm actually smaller than a growing number of people in China. And it's scary when you consider a population this large on the verge of an obesity epidemic. Now, in one of my last videos last week, I discussed how the government is making changes to be able to address this issue before it gets out of control. And it's really nice to see that some of the local Chinese restaurants are doing the same thing and now offering options that are more health conscious. For example, something I thought I would never see, that being keto. So I ordered, once again, from my favorite delivery service today, from New Yobo. I did a video in the past talking about their delicious hamburgers. Well, it looks like New Yobo now offers keto options. Let me show you. Once again, this is very inexpensive. I got 2 burgers today, one for myself and one for the missus. So we'll see just what we get. Now, the price of this was 29.9, 30 renminbi delivered. No tax, no tips, no delivery fees. So 30 renminbi would be 6 Canadian dollars, $5 US. And I got 2 hamburgers in here that are made in keto fashion. And by keto fashion, I mean there are no sauces, no sugary sauces on here, and most importantly, no bread. So how do we make a burger with no bread in China? Well, let me show you. I'm going to open this up here. And wow. All right, let me figure out how to show this to you. So we've got our delicious hamburger here, but as you can see, instead of bread, they have used 2 fried eggs for the top and the bottom of the burger. So on this burger, we've got, let me take a look here. We've got lettuce, we've got onions, we've got the hamburger patty itself and tomato sandwiched between 2 fried eggs. So there are no carbs on this burger. There's no ketchup. There's no mayonnaise. They didn't even go so far as to put cheese. However, cheese would be an acceptable keto option, but that's fine by me. So just as it stands, I'm going to try this out. Now, a person could put mustard on this burger if they wanted a little more flavor, as mustard is also keto friendly, but I'm going to try this option just as it is. So this is a $3 $2.40 US burger. Let's see how it tastes. Oh yeah. Very simple. You taste the beef, you taste the lettuce, the tomato, you taste the onions, and you taste the egg. But it still tastes like a hamburger. It still has that feel of eating a hamburger, but there are no carbohydrates. For those of you that are not familiar with what the keto diet is, the keto diet is a absolute minimum or complete removal of carbohydrates from the diet. Carbohydrates being bread, rice, potatoes, starches, carrots, things of that nature, which sugars, they're all essentially sugars, which the body very easily digests, but also very easily turns into fat. And on top of that, when you're eating carbohydrates and those carbohydrates are digested and finished, the body has no other source of carbohydrates other than to eat more. So it sends signals to your brain to eat more because it wants more of those delicious, easy to digest carbohydrates. Whereas eating a keto diet, your body converts to using fat for fuel since there are no carbohydrates in this. And as such, after this meal is digested and your body is looking for more food, instead of sending signals to your brain saying, eat more, heck, I've got a bunch of fat sitting right here and my body will be happy to use it. So this is a very effective way for people to lose weight. And it's something that in the past, when I've done the keto diet in China before, Chinese people would look at me like my head was on fire. What are you talking about, no rice? What are you talking about, no bread? Only eating meat, fat, and vegetables that are low in starch? That's crazy. That's not normal. Yet, apparently, it is becoming more and more normal as more and more people are choosing to adopt this lifestyle. And it's fantastic news. I can't wait to find a place in Shenzhen that will deliver a cauliflower crust pizza. That would be fantastic. Of course, I can make it myself. But on those days when you're tired, you've been working out, you've been working hard, and you want the option for a hot meal without having to worry about carbohydrates, it's literally amazing to me that this is the first time ever in China that I have seen this kind of option. And I can't wait to explore more of these healthy options as China begins to realize that, hey, we're in trouble here. As a society, we're getting fat. That white dude over there that we used to giggle at and stare at because he was so big, he's not even as big as my wife. He's not even as big as my kid anymore. Something needs to change. And this is proof perfect. So yes, 2 of these hamburgers cost me 6 Canadian dollars. $5 US, actually probably less, probably $4.50 US, 30 renminbi, delivered to my door, no tax, no tips, no service fees, and no delivery fees. Unbelievable. China is changing, and I love it. But enough of that for now. I'm getting into this burger. It is delicious. I may add a little mustard to this burger to give it a little bit more zip because, like I said, mustard is keto friendly. But without further ado, thank you so much, as always, for joining me. This will be one of my Sunday Funday videos, as it is an eating video. What do you think? Have you ever tried keto diet? Would you try a hamburger that has no bread? Another great way to do this is to take a big leaf of lettuce and put all of your fixings onto the lettuce and then seal it up and eat it that way. Again, with no bread. You can put cheese and mustard and all sorts of other good things in there. It's a fantastic way to reduce your carbs and also, theoretically, reduce your weight. But would you try a keto diet? And would you try a keto diet in China? Let me know in the comments below what you think of the keto diet. I'm very curious to see what you have to say. But till then, I'm getting into lunch. Thanks as always for joining me. Zai Jen. See you in the next video.